Hello and welcome to my second Monday morning Mythbuster, Confidence Mythbuster. I'm Mary Gregory, executive coach, leadership consultant and facilitator. And today the myth we are going to bust is that confidence is being egotistical. So what we're going to cover today is we're going to look at 3 signs that we know when ego is running the show, when we might be feeling confident, but our ego is actually running the show. Signs that our ego is at bay and we are naturally and authentically being confident. And then finally, 3 things that we can do about managing our ego to get ourselves back into that authentic, confident space. So the first sign that your ego is running the show, when you might appear confident, but actually your ego's in charge, is if you're ever in a debate or a discussion or trying to influence and you know you are right. And whenever we are being right, we are usually disagreeing with somebody else. We are probably feeling we can't admit our mistakes or our weaknesses. And we just know that we have to be right, and that in being right, we are making other people wrong. Very big sign that your ego is running the show when you're being that way. Secondly, whenever we are seeking constant validation from others, wanting to have acknowledgement, wanting to have approval, wanting to ensure that people make us feel good about ourselves, again, that is a sign that your ego is running the show. And thirdly, if we have a need to dominate the conversations, and I think we can categorically say that human beings frequently are better at talking than listening and want to dominate the conversation, definitely a sign that your ego is running the show for that one as well. But so we're all human. We all have those elements. I'm sure, hands up, I know I can own up to that, all 3 of those at different times in my work and in my life. But how do we know when our ego is not in charge and we're coming from our authentic confident place? First of all, the most important thing is that you are fully present and that you're in the moment, you're listening deeply, you're picking up what other people might be saying or how other people might be feeling. And you're not focusing on how you're going to plan your response. You're acting from that place of being fully present and connecting with other people. And that links to the second one, is that you are connecting authentically with people. You are genuinely interested and wanting to hear where they're coming from in order that you can work together and value their perspectives as well as understanding your own and able to communicate your own. And then finally, the third sign that you're not in ego is that you're really open to the growth opportunity that the situation is giving you. So you welcome the feedback. It feels like an opportunity rather than feeling like an attack. So what can we do when our ego is running the show and we need to manage ourselves and get ourselves back into that more authentic place of feeling confident and being confident without our ego? So the first thing we can do that will be helpful to us is, if you notice yourself getting into the I'm right, you're wrong scenario, try pausing and reflecting and ask yourself, am I really focusing on connecting, or am I trying to control this situation? And if you can try and move into more connecting with people, maybe starting to listen more, really trying to understand where other people are coming from, that will help you step out of your ego and also help you really build a quality relationship with the people that you might be connecting with. Then also the element of, whole thing about wanting to have constant recognition and acknowledgement. Try practicing self-acceptance. Confidence really flows when you're comfortable with your own imperfections. And my word, all human beings, no matter how amazing and capable they may be, we all have imperfections. All of us are flawed in some ways. And there's that lovely Japanese art where they actually use the flaw to accentuate the beauty of the piece of pottery. It's something they use in pottery. They use the crack and put gold into the crack to accentuate the flaw, because it is part of your uniqueness and who you are. So that self-acceptance piece, really important. And then finally, another way to make sure we step out of ego is to focus on lifting other people up. And, genuine confidence is all about being able to celebrate other people's contributions and not just focusing on your own. So think about that. Challenge yourself. How can you stay present and ego free as you go through your work day? What strategies could you use? I've mentioned 3 strategies for you today, but you may have other strategies that you use. So do pop them in the chat below, the strategies that you found useful. And if you really want to get to grips with busting all those confidence myths, then do join me on the 20th of March in central London. I've got a full day in-person workshop. I'd love you to join me. We'll be going through all the different elements of what creates confidence and helping you really connect with your authentic confidence. For more details, see the link in the chat, and I hope to see you soon. Bye for now.